Hey guys, this is Luminous. I'm trying to do a new project, so just please listen to the end and give me some feedback at the end. Thank you. Hey guys, welcome to the Dota Weekly Show, a show that tells you exactly what's been happening in the Dota universe for the past week. I am Luminous, your host for the show, and let's get right into the news. The first piece of news is that Dota 2 won't be announced at E3 this year, and I quote from the man himself, Ice Rock, E3 isn't the right type of venue for Dota 2, we won't be there. Now, for those that are not familiar with E3, it stands for Electronic Entertainment Expo, and it's really considered as the biggest gaming expo event of the year. Don't worry guys, a likely reason that Dota 2 isn't announced at E3 is that E3 is held in June, and most likely Dota 2 is still going through a lot of testing phases and a lot of finalization. Ice Rock has promised that Dota 2 will be done by the end of the year, so let's trust his word on that for now. The second piece of Dota news is that KSSSS of DK is now leaving DK. There's no really formal reason given for that, but there's a rumor going on that KSSSS is getting married. And this will leave DK a little bit undermanned for their next series against LGD. And the fact that KSSSS is the former captain of DK doesn't really help the matter at all. Now, if the rumor is in fact true, congratulations for getting married. Though I want to point out that both Grubby and Moon also got married, but they still stuck with their competitive gaming life. The third piece of news is that BP, formerly known as Brown Potato, now has finally gotten sponsors. Two sponsors, in fact, OK and Nirvana. So now they're known as OK.Nirvana. Now the team roster is Ducky, Fear, Nino, Sony, and Lacoste. Now, if you guys been paying attention to the recent Ghost to Gamer replays, PowerNet was taking a huge role in that roster, and now he's nowhere to be found. Where is that PowerNet? He's been showcasing that he's a great carry player throughout the NYM Nations Cup. I guess for this is that BP does have a lot of carry players, and adding PowerNet to the roster might be overkilling it, but this is just a guess. We will have to see in the coming days. And the final piece of news, and it's a sad one, is that GOD, Gods of Dota, or Gods of Dota Public, have disbanded. Muga has came out with a statement. It's really sad to see these guys go because they show some really good promise. A huge shout out to Muga and Sexy Bambo for coming to DotaCommentaries.com, playing in-house with us, and overall having a blast, doing some dual commentaries with Nebula. Thank you guys for coming to us, and hopefully we'll see more of you guys in the future. Good luck, guys. If you want to read more into the details of the things I've talked about, or even more news in general, go to ghosttogamer.net or sggamer.com for more news and information. For the Mechanics Corner this week, I want to answer the question, how do you pull Healing Troll at night? As you know, if you attack them, they would just wake up and start healing and you would never really get the pull off. Well, there's a couple items that use Fan of Knife 0 damage instance. So what that means is that the game has hard-coded Fan of Knife dealing 0 damage. Now, even though you're dealing 0 damage, you're still hurting, in essence, those neutral creeps, so they will still be aggroed on you. And these items I'm talking about is the Ring of Basilius, the Soul Ring, the Magic Wand, and the Treads. If you use the activated ability, it will do that 0 instance Fan of Knife damage, and those will aggro the creeps who wake up at night and start chasing you. Now the cool thing about that is 400 AoE range, so that means if you're sometimes late to a pull on day or night, you could just activate those items and extend your little pull range a little bit. So a cool tip for those mechanic guys that want to pull in the jungle. This time's Lumi's thread trolling of the week is going to come from Play Dota's strategy forum, and the question is, how do you beat a competent Lich at the mid lane? I have 5 good troll reasons of how you could beat him. First, of course, you could just ban him. Yeah, done. Second, you could just gank him and you have no problem. I think that's the response to every damn carry and every damn hero in the game in general. Just gank him and you have no trouble. Third way to beat the Lich is you pick Lich yourself, and if he Dark Rich you, you Dark Ritual back. Just mimic exactly what he's doing and you'll be fine. Fourth is actually don't even go into lane. He could Dark Rich you, no problem. Just jungle it up and you actually come out with more XP. Yeah, just don't go in the lane. Fifth thing you do is actually pick a Furion. You know how he denies 2 creeps before the creeps even meet at the river? Well, you know what? You could deny 4 creeps. Just sprout them creeps and you'll be fine. And that's Lumi's thread trolling of the week. Anyways, this has been an episode of the Dota Weekly Show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, this is Luminous, your host for the show. And until next time, GG guys. So what do you guys think? Did you like it? Did you think it was kind of pointless? Give me some feedback on that. What I want this to be is kind of a weekly show where you could just watch in 5 minutes and then you know kind of exactly what's going on in the Dota scene, because not every one of us check Osu Gamer, SG Gamer, and all those sites. And there's some good news that you kind of miss out if you want to care about what's going on. Also, the reason I kind of have a mechanics and a little bit of trolling going on is that I kind of know that not everyone cares about the competitive scene 100%. So I want to cater to everyone. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. You guys let me know whether I should more focus on the people, the players that care about the competitive scene more and whatnot. Of course, you saw those numbers of 1, 2, and 3, and those kind of correspond to the number of sections I want to have. I want to keep it short because as much as you guys want to watch this, I hope you guys don't want to sit here for 20 minutes, right? You wanted this to be quick and fast. So I wanted to keep it at 5 minutes, and there's some other stuff I wanted to talk about. You let me know whether you like mechanics or the troll corner, or here's some of the things I want to talk about, but I didn't because I don't have enough time. I was thinking of doing a replay of the week, to kind of tell you guys, if you're going to watch one replay of the week, I'll tell you which one to watch and why. Like, you could learn some cool pulling tricks, or you could learn some, something cool about that replay that you should check out. That's one thing I want to do, replay of the week. Another thing I wanted to do is Q&A with Luminous. So basically what that means is that lately I've been getting a lot of questions on my channel. Be like, hey, what do you think about Pandaren Brewmaster? What do you think about Warlock as a hero? And that kind of Q&A, I'll just talk about it, for a minute or so, thinking why I like the hero, why I don't like the hero, and kind of give you guys my personal perspective. Because really, in a lot of games I has, we see the same 20, 25 heroes, but Dota's way more than that. There's so many heroes in the pool that we never see. So it just gives me an opportunity to talk about some of the heroes we don't usually see, and hopefully you guys could learn something from that. And the last thing I was thinking of is the quote-unquote ridiculous build of the week. And basically it's you, the viewers, tell me do a ridiculous build. I'll go in a pub and do it, and then tell you guys how I did. Just think of the most ridiculous thing you could think of. I don't know, a Monair Bristleback, Dagon P8, like, just you name it, and I'll get the build. Don't make it ridiculous, like, six divines. I'm not that good at farming, right? I can't do 6 divines. Some kind of ridiculous build, and I'll do it, and I'll report to you guys, kind of how I did. It's more of a humorous segment. So, give me the whole feedback of the show, whether you think it's useful, first of all, and tell me what sections you were like. Do you like the mechanics? Do you want to hear more about my thoughts of a hero? Do you want to have a replay of the week? Do you want me to see me to troll people more, or do some kind of new builds, or suggest something that you want to see, something I didn't mention, but something that you think might be cool for the show? Again, I want to keep it short and sweet, 5 minutes or so. So, if I do one, I can't do the other. So you tell me what you guys would like to hear, or if you even like the show at all. It's something I want to try out, and I think it has a lot of potential and has a lot of demand for it. So, let me know, guys. Let me know. And that's it for me. Until next time, this is Luminous signing off. GG, guys.